Hello everyone, today we are going to be reading Ask an Animal About a Desert, written by Rebecca Phillips Bartlett. Before we start, please subscribe to the channel. And do you know how long a camel can live in the desert without drinking water? Please tell us in the comments. Welcome to the desert. Hi, I am Cameron the camel. Today we are going to visit my home, the desert. I call the desert home, but another word for desert is a habitat. A habitat is a plant or animal's natural home. Deserts might look like a big empty spaces, but if you look closely, they are full of life. Whether they are hiding underground or swimming through the sand, I share my habitat with many amazing animals. Desert questions. As we explore the desert, I am sure you will have a lot of questions. Here are some of the things I am often asked about myself and my home. What is a desert? How can you go so long without drinking any water? On our tour, I will help you learn more about the desert. How many answers do you think you will find? Are deserts always hot? How do you cope with so much sand? What is the largest desert in the world? What are the deserts? Deserts are places that get very little rain. When you think of deserts, you probably imagine hot, sandy places. However, the largest desert on Earth is actually Antarctica, which is freezing cold. Brr, that is way too cold for me. Come on. Deserts can be found on every continent on Earth. Today we are visiting the desert I live in, which is the Sahara. It is in Africa. It is the world's largest hot desert. Meet your guide. I am a dromedary camel. I have adapted very well to life in the hot, dry Sahara. I have one large hump. This hump stores fat, which I can live off of when it is hard to find food. Sand can be a problem for some animals here, but not for me. I have 2 thick rows of eyelashes, which keep sand away. I can even close my nostrils so that my sand cannot get inside my nose. Help with the heat. During the day, the Sahara gets very hot. Many of the animals who live here have adapted to cope with this heat. Many desert animals, such as desert hedgehogs and fennec foxes, are nocturnal. Nocturnal animals sleep during the day and come out at night. Desert hedgehog. Fennec foxes live in shady underground dens during the day. These tiny foxes have huge ears that keep them cool. Fennec foxes have extra fur that keeps them from burning their feet on the hot sand. Dens, fennec fox. Nippy at night. Even hot deserts can get very cold at night. In most places, clouds hold in heat like a blanket. Deserts do not have many clouds, so it gets very cold when the sun goes down. I hope you brought your sleeping bag. For many nocturnal animals, the cold gives them a chance to come out and hunt for food. Many animals have adapted to cope with this cold. Fennec foxes' thick fur keeps them warm during cold nights. Finding water. How do desert animals find water in such a dry place? Many desert animals get most of their water from their food. Gerbils get all of their water from the plants and insects they eat. Gerbils are tiny rodents. The plants in the desert have also adapted to live without much water. Many desert plants have long roots that get water from deep under the ground. Cacti have special ways of storing water. Look at those prickly cacti. Sand. Have you ever visited the beach and spent the next few days finding sand everywhere? Now imagine that you live in a place covered in sand. Many animals have clever ways of dealing with this. Sandfish skinks are lizards. They spend most of their lives underneath the sand. They do not even need to come up to breathe. They have adapted to breathe under the ground without breathing sand into their lungs. Sandfish skinks move like they are swimming. Finding an oasis. Most of the desert is very dry. However, in parts of the Sahara, there are areas of fresh water. The water comes from underneath the ground. The Sahara has around 90 areas like this. Look at all the plants growing around the water. These are areas called oases. Oases are small habitats that are very different from most of the desert. Oases have more water than the rest of the desert. So many plants can grow here. Thanks for visiting. From prickly plants to jumping gerbils, we have seen many amazing things on our trip. Many of the animals and plants that live in the desert are perfectly adapted to live here. Would you like to live in the desert? I hope I have answered some of the questions you had about deserts. Go back to the questions on page 6 to see how much you learned. Thank you for visiting. Bye. Thank you.